I might be able to figure out how to do it when I Hey, greetings, dear denizens of planet Dirt. It is I, your future exiliate overlord Doc Kaiju, here with Critter. How's everyone doing today? How are you doing today,
I
Critter?
mean, I'm good. Kind of coming over the allergies of the storm season. I hate this time of year. So like forgive me if I cough and it's like awful and loud.
Yeah, I hear that. Let me see what's going on with the chat comments. All right, hi Jamie. Jamie's heading out. Yeah, we're starting a little bit
Yeah,
late.
she's
Sorry, everyone. Hey, just me. Hey, Jen.
what's up, y'all?
Yeah, sorry. I woke up from a nap with a pounding headache, and my partner was unexpectedly home, and he's laid up right now with an injury. So I had to do a bit of taking care of him, and the house was freezing, so I had to go and find the. Anyway, I'm rambling, but yeah, sorry. There were some delays.
No, it's okay. We're all patient.
So yeah, we had the season premiere of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Uh, I thought it was phenomenal. What did you think of it, Critter?
Dude, I loved it. I loved it so much. It was so great. It was such a great return after like what, 3 years of being off the air.
I don't think it was that long, was it really?
I think it was like 2023.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's been a
Trying to see
while.
if I trying to see if I can figure out how to add like a background image to this thing. I feel like such a dunce. I'm trying to do it without accidentally kicking myself out. But yeah, so I don't know if we want to do I guess we can do a partial recap. I got some screenshots for everyone. Go through we can go through those really quick, just do a quick recap in a bit. But yeah, just wow, that was like watching a movie. Um,
Yes.
they put a lot into the special effects for this one. The monster time. Now I know because it's the season premiere, they're gonna kind of like front load it with that a bit. Like a lot, I feel like it's gonna be a lot towards like the beginning, maybe like a little bit towards like the middle end, and then the finale will have like a lot of like big special effects, monster appearances, and stuff like that. Um, but this was great. This was a great start. Um, Even the character stories were a lot more engaging this time. Um, Kate's story with like how gung ho she was about rescuing Shaw, that strained believability a little bit for me. Um, just because I don't know how well it fit her character from the first season, but they needed to move the story along, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I would have been cool with having like maybe using the episode a little bit longer and then get Shaw out maybe, in episode two at the beginning or toward the middle. Like I wouldn't have minded like fleshing it out because it did feel kind of rushed on her part. I can say that. Because it's like, we
Mm.
start on the island and then we wake up on the boat and then like 20 minutes into the episode, including the intro, we're already going back to the island. Like it's almost like you may as well not have even left.
Mm. Yeah. But yeah, I did think about that too. I was like, they kind of just like spent the first episode undoing part of the last episode because of where they wanted to bring the story. I feel like, um, so it was a little weird, but it worked, and I still had fun with it. Um, but yeah, it was just kind
Absolutely.
of weird. They like are leaving from where they're starting off from, and then coming back just almost randomly. not randomly, but you know what I mean. You don't usually see that too
Yeah,
often
like
in
pretty quick.
stuff. Still looking through trying to figure out how to I can upload my own background without paying for money. Not sure that I can without getting rid of maybe I do this. Hey, there we go. Now we have an image up.
Yes.
Check that out. Hey, I'm learning.
Dude, I loved it. I loved it. Like, I mean, with the first season with the intro, you have it like mirroring each other, talking about the separate timelines, but like I think they really like let the intro evolve in this season, and
Oh
like
yeah.
it was done right. I loved it.
Yeah, I took screenshots of the new intro, not all of it, but just some of the stuff that I found interesting, like how they have the Apex logo there now.
Yeah.
This is all right. So let me bring up, I'll share screen. And
Oh man, I just realized I didn't say Dan Brown. I need to put my glasses on. I was like, Dan Brown, wow. That's the Da Vinci Code guy, right?
oh yeah, yeah, that is.
That would be so funny.
There we are, screenshots. And
Yeah. I really did like that they just kind of like dropped us right back into the action of the finale of last season, like with Kong coming up.
oh yeah, I know. And I when they so they dropped that scene early, that intro scene, and I kind of expected that that was like going to be like just kind of how it opens, and
Right.
I thought that yeah, that was really exciting. That was actually probably my favorite scene of the episode was the opening.
You know, I don't know. I can't quite decide on a favorite scene for me because like that was a dope scene, but like I don't know. I think the ending shot was really cool too. I thought that was really pretty.
Oh yeah, there were a lot of gorgeous scenes in this episode. Uh, so I took a lot of screenshots during the beginning, and then you were like, "Oh, you don't have to go too crazy with the screenshots." So I kind of cooled it a little bit towards the end, but yeah, I took a lot of screenshots of some of the just pretty scenes. But yeah, so it starts off with our crew is brought out of Axis Mundi, and they are now at Skull Island, and they're brought there with Apex's technology in coordination with Monarch. And looks like Apex has a base of operations there too, which is now getting smashed up by Kong, who is not too happy with them you know, opening up portals. And so we see him smashing the ground here, and gets some people in the process. And we actually get a little bit
Yeah,
more
I was
insight
actually
into
kind of
that later.
surprised.
Yeah, me too. To see him doing that. Now we see the rationale for it later, why he was punching the ground there. And well, this is a we're going to be covering. Oh yeah, so spoiler alert. We're going to be covering spoilers. So we will be talking about stuff throughout the entire episode. Um, so we do see later that the reason why he was punching the ground here was because a scarab, one of those scarab creatures, was attacking the people as well. Um, and so he was squashing them and getting people along with it. And so this was a really tense scene right here when they're escaping via the helicopter. You got Kong just kind of roaring at them. I wasn't sure if he was
That
gonna
was a
like,
great shot.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was gonna like smack them out of the sky or something and then like get stranded on Skull Island somewhere.
I know. Like I thought that might actually be like part of it was them trying to get back, and like that's why it would like kind of extend and get Kurt Russell back in like episode 2, something along those lines, you know. But like
Yeah,
they
I thought
didn't,
they
and
oh go ahead.
like no, I mean like they didn't, and like it just kind of subverted what I thought was going to happen. Really,
Yeah,
if
same
it,
here. I thought they were gonna be on Skull Island for a bit before they got rescued by Monarch. But the way they did it worked. And here we get the logo. Oh yeah, and going back to that scene, this gave me vibes from the King Kong ride at Universal Studios that they used to have. I think that they have like new version of new versions of it that are like kind of like those virtual rides. I'm not sure. I think I heard something about that, or maybe there's a different one. I think there's like a Skull Island one or something. So
dude, that'd be so cool. I've never been to Universal or Disney World or anything like that.
oh no, I've been a couple
No,
times. I've been spoiled like that, thankfully.
I
But
grew up a
yeah,
poor
no.
black child.
I,
It's a quote from the movie The Jerk.
uh, yeah, in second grade, so like 1992, my parents brought me and a friend to Florida. We went to Universal Studios and a bunch of places, and I got to go on the King Kong ride, and I was actually kind of scared because it's got that giant animatronic thing, and I was like, what if this goes wrong and it like falls on me or something, or like the gears break and that hand like goes through the bus thing or something. Like I was like of all the things that could go wrong with this giant contraption that's like kind of terrifying looking.
Dude, I
Puts
could only
the
imagine.
yeah, puts the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics to shame with how freaky it is.
You were gonna say it puts the brown in your shorts.
I was trying to think if it would top Five Nights at Freddy's and the Creatures, but yeah, I guess it kind of does because it's just pure scale. We get a shot here in the opening of Godzilla and Kong, Kong and
And
Godzilla.
there's Chris Black.
Oh, yep. And so
He's
developed
like
by
the new
Chris.
showrunner, right?
Nope, Chris Black and Matt Fraction have been working on it from the beginning. This shot I
Oh, okay,
really
cool,
like
yeah.
with the tentacles
Yes.
going into that image. The new guy is Joe. Trying to remember. I don't remember if I got a shot of it. No, I didn't. It's Joe something. He's a something producer, not an executive producer. I'm trying to remember, but he basically is like an overseeing producer and helping make sure everything ties in together.
Which we
We
love.
get, yep, I'm really digging that. So we get Keiko here, Dr. Mura, and she's waking up in the Monarch facility after being rescued. A little scary, I imagine, to wake up like that.
Yeah.
She starts asking for her son, and then she runs out and escapes. They let her go because they said she's not going anywhere, which is true because they're on a boat uh, or a ship. And there's her son. He kind of breaks it to her that this is Monarch now. This is your legacy, and it's kind of stunning for her because they didn't have the funds like that and all that tech and stuff when she was running things.
Right.
That's got to be
I
a
can only
trip.
imagine what that would be like. Yeah.
Like, never mind, like being introduced to, oh, here's a cell phone. Oh, by the way, here's this like crazy ship. We got all these screens everywhere. And yeah, this is all Monarch, the organization that you founded.
What used to be just three people is now a multi-billion-dollar worldwide organization overseeing secret governmental projects.
Right? It's now like a
Like,
black bag organization.
mind-blowing.
Oh, yep, there we go. Outpost 18. I told my partner that I want one of these.
Like in real life, like a big old boat, or just like a model
Um,
or toy of it. Not
oh no,
toy, but figure.
I want the real thing.
Dude, that would be
I
so
want
cool, right? I don't even know
that
how to
would
swim, but I would love that.
I would live there. I'd have the whole thing, just for myself. Giant research vessel.
You,
Watch
you wouldn't
Godzilla on
invite
these
me. You
big
would just live
screens.
there by yourself.
No, you'd be invited over if you behave.
You know, on the weekends, every other weekend, share your custody.
Imagine watching TV with all these screens. Watch TV on the big one, play some video games on the other one, or vice versa. I can dig it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so they're looking at the wreckage on Skull Island, and now I think some of these screens show like seismic tremors and stuff. We had looked at them when we examined the trailer, and this is pretty much like the same image almost. Like these are all new screenshots, but it's almost like image for image. And so there's the wreckage on Skull Island. We get a map of Skull Island, kind of looks like geothermic map with a hot spot in the center there. I'm guessing that's probably where the portal is. Or
At the very
into
least, like you're seeing the storm around it,
mm,
maybe.
we got Verdugo and Tim there. Oh, I somehow skipped out. All right. And then we get a. I love this shot. They're watching the footage and a leaf wing attacks the camera.
Yeah.
So they're trying to figure out, well, why Kong attacked. And yeah, she points out, well, they stirred the pot because Kong usually just leaves them alone, lets them do their thing, so long as they don't mess with stuff. And
And they missed with
Verdugo,
stuff.
yep, that they sure did. Verdugo is explaining to Dr. Mura that sorry, Dr. Randa now, um, that she's dizzy because of how long she's been down in Axis Mundi. All the time displacement, magnetic fluctuations, and all that. And she asks if we're going back to get Lee Shaw, which of course she says no because Konga messed everything up, and um, she can't go back there right now, and they've got a storm coming in, so they have to head out now. So it's going to be a while before they can get back, she says. And then this
So
this I liked, the reference to
the
Pulgasari.
transition into the scene though is like Keiko, like she turns her head and moves a certain way, and like in almost the exact same frame, that's when she's leaning back on Billy. And I just loved that transition. It was so beautiful, man. Like I loved it. But also the Pulgasari mention had me rooting in the air.
For a second. Can you hear me? Just checking.
Yeah, you cut out for a bit.
Okay, but I'm here now.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. All right, cool. But yeah, This is a really well edited episode. Um, I'm really excited about this season as a whole because even if it doesn't have as much monster action, I'm actually really intrigued by the story, and it doesn't. For me, it doesn't need to have too much monster action so long as the monster action is used right. And right now, I really feel like they are. These two are actually
Yeah, I do
a really
too.
cute couple. Like I know that they have like the whole like love triangle thing going on, but these two are kind of adorable.
They are. They're so sweet and lovey-dovey.
But yeah, I love the reference to Pulgasari here. It's kind of random, and they can't really get sued for uh for referring to it. So it's kind of cool. I don't think we'll be seeing
It kind
Pulgasari
of.
in
I don't think there's any real rights for it because like
no, I don't
Korea
think so.
like
At least
banned
not
the
legally.
movie, and then also it's a folklore thing. Like it's like if somebody wanted to use the Hydra in the MonsterVerse, they could totally do it.
I haven't looked up the actual folklore behind Pulgasari.
Oh, dude,
But
it's
yeah,
fascinating.
so it is actually like a folklore creature.
Yeah, I want to say it's like 15th or 16th century, where it's like this blacksmith's daughter, like, yeah, I don't remember exactly what she does, but it's like she uses the beast and it's got like, lion's head, like dog body or whatever, like elephant trunk, and it like eats the metal and like takes down like their rulers or like, it's kind of anti-establishment, really, before anti-establishment was like a big thing.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I just realized I we should probably get to the chat and check in. But
Yeah.
before I do that, I want to bring up an image of Pulgasari. Pulling it up on the Google. Um,
Which, fun fact, the original Pulgasari movie from like, I want to say early 60s, like, is completely lost media. Like, it was never released. It's lost. No one can find it. And then
what?
they remade it into the
Oh, okay.
85 movie.
Oh, gotcha. All right. But so
Some old cinema.
the 85 movie, is that the one that the people were kidnapped to make, basically?
Yeah. And Toho actually helped them with like some of the effects because they thought that it was a Chinese production.
That's right.
And like one of the suit actors played Pulgasari, like one of the Toho actors.
Here's an image. Computer's getting hot. Might have to switch out. Okay, good. It's still sharing it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was only sharing the one tab. Cool. Yep, there's
No, I'll let you
Pulgasari.
know.
And all right, let's check in with the chat. Now, so let me highlight comments and everything. I keep forgetting that I can highlight comments. Jen says it was a great opener. Jamie agrees. She says it was a great premiere. Oh yeah, folks, check out Sci-Fi Vision. Um, Jamie at Sci-Fi Vision just did an interview with the actress who plays Keiko Randa, Dr. Keiko Randa, and the actor who plays Tim. Um, and I forgot to send out a notification that we were live. I'm gonna try to find her channel anyway while I talk and post it. But
Yeah, she
almost
just
done
had
soon.
one. I don't remember the guy's name, but like that was a fascinating interview that she just had. And like the guy was just like he was such a deep minded guy. I loved it. Like I loved sitting there and listening in and just like being a part of it, just hearing him talking about like his like 30 plus year career. And like he did the
Was that
Roswell cartoon that was done by the same people that did the 98 Godzilla cartoon.
oh cool. Was that
Yeah, he
Alex
was voice
Zahara
on
that
it.
she just was that Alex Zahara that she just did the interview with today?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
great interview. I loved it.
Her interview with Mary Yamamoto, it's such a I watched it like 3 times.
And I also don't want to forget to mention Jen and Scarlett also being on that live because they need a shout out too. Love them. Love our
Oh
people,
yeah.
man.
And let's see, posting now. Sci-fi. Vision. Oh, so did you have a favorite new monster, I guess, from this episode? Super species, whatever.
Um, the Vine Rat, a
Yeah, me
mammalian
too.
thing. I wasn't sure if that was like in another Skull Island thing because I definitely didn't watch the cartoon on Netflix. But I loved that scene. That was so fun.
So I saw someone mention that it's from like a comic book or something else. Um, it's been a little bit since I watched all of the Skull Island anime, and I haven't read all the Kong comics from MonsterVerse, so I don't know if it's something that I had missed, but yeah, I thought that was really cool, and I think that my zodiac sign is the rat, so maybe that's my my zodiac, my Chinese zodiac is the vine rat,
I
like kaiju Chinese zodiac.
don't even know what mine is. It's been so long since I looked.
Bill Chill was here. Bill Chill still has not seen the episode. Bill Chill liked your reference. Says, "Come and get your spanking,
Yes.
baby." I don't think I've ever seen The Jerk.
Oh, dude. It's classic, man.
For some reason, the first film that came to mind when I saw the name was The Pest. I'm sure it's a very different film.
Yeah, it's pretty different. That's John Leguizamo, right?
Yeah, I had a friend when I was a kid that was obsessed with that movie. Would like keep replaying it.
The only scene I remember from that movie is where he's like on the stage and he goes, "Banana, banana, banana, bonanza." It's the only thing I remember from that movie,
I remember
other
thinking the
than
movie
like the
was.
vague plot.
I remember thinking the movie was a little bit dumb, but it was still funny.
Oh, yeah.
Big Chungus is
It was
here. Says
fun.
Big Chungus says, "What's up, Doc? Is this a new monster movie?" Nope. This is the Apple TV Plus show, Monarch Legacy of Monsters. It's the Godzilla show basically, except it's not really focused on Godzilla and Kong specifically. It's focused more on the organization of Monarch and people associated with its founding. But it's been a great ride. The first season, it seemed like it was struggling to find its footing a little bit, but I still loved it. Um, and this season is just off to an amazing start. The first episode was almost a full hour long. I think it was what, 56 minutes, and it was action packed. The special effects were fantastic. There was a lot of monster action. I've watched the episode 3 times now, maybe well, with the screen captures, probably like 4 times now. Um, it was
Oh,
just
I've
so
seen it
good.
like four and a half because the last time I just kind of skipped around for pictures.
Gabrielle's here. Hey, haven't seen you around in a while.
What's
Welcome.
up?
Great to see you. Kimberly's here. Hi,
Hi,
Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Thank you for being here. Jen asks, isn't Pulgasari
Yeah.
about a creature coming to life because of an evil king's daughter or something like that? You might know more.
I think it's like the blacksmith's daughter, like, brings it to life to take down the evil king and his, like, industrial army or something like that. It's been a while. It's been a while. Maybe we
Okay.
should do that as a watch party.
Yeah, yeah, we could do that sometime. And yeah, Jen confirms Alex Zahara. Kimberly agrees that it was a great premiere. She's excited to see what will happen this season. And uh and I agree. This season is going to, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to I think it's going to slow down a bit and focus on the character stories for a while, here and there. But I think that still going to get a lot of good action, and I think the character stories are probably still going to be good because I think they're going to be delving into the mystery of Titan X and probably that village. I love the like Lovecraftian vibes of that village and the village cult. And we'll see a little
Yes.
bit more of that in a moment. We kind of started off on a rant already, but we're reading the chat because we fell behind with that. Alex had great stories.
Indeed.
I was trying to get ready, so I couldn't really watch that while taking screenshots. Yeah, Sci-Fi Vision is a fantastic channel. Jamie gets a lot of good coverage on there too, not just interviews, but um, her coverage of shows. And she has a great cast for her panels. She's got Scarlett on there. She's got Jen on there. She's got Karen on there. She's got AJ on there. Karen and AJ do Fandom Access with Jamie, and it's a podcast show that at this point is a live podcast show, video podcast, but it's also available on iTunes, I believe. And I think on
That's
there it's
cool.
probably found under Fandom Access. Jamie, if you're still here in the chat, if anyone knows a bit more and can explain it better, please let me know. Jen says thank you. Favorite old
Gotta
monsters.
support my
Very
people.
excited to see Kong. Yes,
You know, I was never
I
a Kong fan before the MonsterVerse.
me neither. Well, I shouldn't say that I wasn't either. Um, I didn't like the original King Kong movie, or at least like the original King Kong story when I was a kid. Just because I didn't like the way that he treated what was her name, Fay Ray or Ray Fay. But
Yeah,
I get it mixed up between that and Queen Kong, because Queen Kong they just like reversed the name and they had like a male version. I and Queen Kong's amazing. We need to do a live where we cover that, I think. And I think if I ever get a chance to recommend films for Race to the Bottom of the Barrel again, well, I haven't gotten to recommend films yet for us to review, but if I do, I think it's going to be Godzilla's Revenge and Queen Kong that I'm going to make them watch and rate. Have you seen Queen Kong, Critic?
I have not.
Oh man, it's a trip. It's a little bit of a musical. It's awesomely
Okay, I'm
bad.
down. You
And
don't even have to tell me anything else. I'm already down.
I can't tell if it's like trying to actually be slightly feminist or just make fun of feminism. So I'm not sure how politically correct this film is for like a modern audience. But I'm an 80s baby, so I was raised with a lot of raunchy humor. I can take it. Um, and let's see here. Okay, it's me sharing the link. And The computer glitching. Oh, please don't crash on me. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Jen was also obsessed with the pest as a kid. Yeah, we saw a bunch of monsters. So we got a couple of new ones, right? We got the vine rat, we got the we've already seen the bramble boar. The psycho vultures, which we'll see again.
Yeah, so I was trying to remember the name.
Oh, sorry, would be great. Oh, I was watching so Emergency Awesome was covering the episode, and I don't know if Charlie at Emergency Awesome is going to cover the entire season. I feel like he dropped off with season one. Um, but
I have not watched anyone break this down yet because I don't want my opinions to be like kind of swayed by theirs, you know?
oh, I'm a nerd. I like accumulating as much information as possible and seeing what I missed.
Absolutely.
I figure
They're so sweet.
you can handle that aspect. I'm not really a theorist anyway.
I
And
am.
let's see. So it says, all right, it's well documented in Korean mythology, the Pulgasari. They're on a boat heading to Santa Soledad in southern Chile, 1957.
So this is like about 4 or 5 years before Keiko goes down into Axis Mundi. Am I getting that right?
That sounds
So I
about
think it
right.
was like 61 or 62.
Okay.
I loved that too, seeing the swarm of like the birds or the bats or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen a similar scene with the leaf wings, and
Yeah.
we get a close up of a symbol on one of the doors. We're gonna see the symbol a bunch of times. It's it's basically it looks like the eye of Titan X, which is that infinity symbol with in a triangle, not triangle, in a diamond with tentacles. Oh, and I just closed it out again by accident. Seems to be really easy to do with this thing. And the people there are not very friendly. See this guy, what he's watching them out his door. And then why am I getting forgot how annoying Windows can be with just like random stuff that it thinks that you want. I don't know how to get rid of this. Go away. Oh, there we go. Okay.
I thought it built a good atmosphere with them all like looking at them entering the town and like kind of making them feel like strangers in a whole new world, you know? After they've already been
Absolutely.
traveling the world. It was great. It was eerie.
Yeah. Yeah. He shuts the door as soon as they say hi to him and starts looking out the window. It was giving me what was it like Innsmouth vibes.
I could see that, yeah. Yeah.
Couldn't preview file from this thing. Image what? Beachfront. Offline. Oh shoot. Having internet issues. Am I still here on voice?
Yeah, I can hear you.
on. Alright. Oh, I probably have to log back into StreamYard though on the laptop.
Did the app crash?
No, my internet had crashed, kind of. Like I'm using my brother's internet right now. Um,
Mm,
and he's
yeah,
2 floors above me. So I run into some issues, and his internet isn't nearly as steady as mine was.
gotcha. Yeah, we need good computers and good internet.
Yeah, it's gonna be like another month before my internet's back up. And we're still live, it looks like. And so, okay, good, we're still on stage. I have to go and double check, make sure everything's still good. Um, and
Yeah,
now share
we're good
screen.
so far.
And there we are. All right, so we're checking out this creepy village. Oh, I just realized there's another sign over here that I didn't inspect this one. I don't know what that means though. Jen, do you know what that
I
word
looked it
is?
up. It just says store.
Oh, literally just the store. That's funny. The
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. It just says store. But
the slab
small
in
town vibes.
small town vibes. Yeah, the slab in the center is the really interesting thing here. It's got you can see from this
Yes.
side, it's got one of those diamonds with the infinity symbol in it. And here's a close up. It's got tentacles on one side. So I, we see kind of like a repeating of like that symbol, tentacles, and then there's kind of like I don't know if it's supposed to be one of those scarab creatures or like some kind of like other kind of eye. I think it's supposed to be like a scarab. We'll see it again.
It's
Oh, it's not. Oh, and then of course Titan X right there.
yes. And it looks like a sacrificial stone. Like maybe they're
Yeah,
sacrificing fish. Hopefully not people.
yeah, they make a comment about that. Um,
Yeah.
kind of hope that they are sacrificing people. They'll make the show a lot more interesting.
I mean, it would, but at the same time,
Really creepy. Then we get a shot of the entrance to the bar that they go into. Um, so the sign there is missing some letters. It looks like it says something like El Pescado, uh, Song, something, Ento. There's another letter missing there, I think, or part of one. Um, something about the bloodfish or the bloody fish, maybe. Um,
yeah, the bloody fish. That is such a killer name for a bar. Like in a small fishing town, you got your bar named the Bloody Fish. How much more metal can you get? That's so sick. I loved
yeah,
it.
Kimberly says she thought that they were sacrificing people too. Yeah, they're at least trying to give us that vibe. They did a great job of setting up this village. I like looking at all the set here. Their production design crew are really solid.
They are.
They
I wish I was still in production design.
they reuse a lot of the rubble. Here we get a shot of
Man, it
those
saves money.
scarabs. Yeah, they repaint it and stuff. Um, but yeah, we get a shot of one of the scarabs. I feel like there might be different kinds of those because I feel like I've seen like different shapes of them. It might just be the way they look when they move and their tentacle things are out.
It's still black, or I'm just
Went
seeing black.
went black again. Oh,
Yeah.
crikey.
But I
This is
do like I do like that observation that maybe there's like more than just one type of scarab, kind of like drones and workers
all right. Well,
all serving like a queen or king Titan X.
oh, technology. Yeah, I need a better laptop. I think I don't know if it's the internet itself or it's because the laptop is overheating. I had to turn up the temperature in the house. It was handling things a little bit better when I was in the other room with it cold. It looks like it's on again. Here we are. We got the image of the
Yeah, there we
scarab.
go.
Woohoo! Yeah, we're for now we're bringing this show to you from the budget bin at the Dollar General on Planet X.
Yeah.
Call it the Credit General. So we use commodity credits here. So here are some of the folks at the bar. There's a little bit of a delay.
I thought it was funny that like, Bill like immediately pulls his camera out and just takes a picture like he's some tourist, and then all the people are
Oh
like
yeah.
getting mad at him over it. And
What
Shaw's like,
what
dude, you need to learn how to read the room.
yeah, even I was like, oh no, they're probably not gonna like this. Yeah, sure enough. There we go. There's the image. Yeah, I'm everything's running a little bit slow over here. I apologize, folks. Very old world looking, even for the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're asking, what is that? The guy lunges to take Bill's camera, and he succeeds in taking the camera. And then another guy, an older gentleman, comes and kind of breaks that up and gives him the camera back, tells him, no pictures, please.
So my thinking about that is because it's going to expose like their dark rituals to the greater world if those pictures get out.
Even if it isn't, even if there aren't dark rituals happening, um, it's still like, they don't want to expose their sea god there. Oh, I lost connection. All right, well, so I'm just gonna continue talking. So they got some weird tattoos. Both the the calmer, cooler-headed dude who breaks up the dispute, and the guy who grabbed the camera. Um, so the older gentleman, he's got tattoos on his chest and I think it was both arms, and
I think so.
it was a little bit more difficult to make out what his tattoos were supposed to be, especially the chest one. That I'm really not sure about. Um, and I'm gonna have to let the laptop cool for a minute.
It's cool. Are you able to check comments or at least just read them out whilst we let it cool?
Yeah, I can read them out. I'm gonna have to shut it down for a minute.
I was trying to on my tablet, but it's like being finicky.
I'm not gonna be able to select them to display, but I can read them. All right, let's see here. Oh, but we don't really have any comments.
Well, that's
Just
cool.
one from Kimberly. All right, well, so I'm gonna pull up the images on my other device for now, and yes, go through the scenes that way. I apologize, I'm not going to be able to display all of the screenshots, but hopefully you folks have seen the episode. And unfortunately, we got black screen right now too. I'm not going to be able to fix that for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I need to give it time to cool before I can reconnect it. Well, so the waitress there, she goes up to Bill and asks him for a dance, and I think she notices that he's sketching the tattoo, the man's tattoo in her book, Melena's book. It's a journal, and the arm tattoo they was sketching were tentacles coming out of the ocean and wrapping around a ship. Not ominous or anything, or a little bit creepy. The other man's tattoos, the one on his arm, it I think it's supposed to be Titan X because it looked like but Titan X almost as if it like anthropomorphized, like the tentacles almost look
Yeah, it
like
looked kind of like it was
wings.
wrapped around the ship.
Oh, I mean the other one on the older gentleman. He's
Oh,
the one on his arm. I know I can't display it right now. I'll bring it back up later once the laptop's up. But it was like it's got like the tentacles with the spikes coming out of it, and they're like reaching like kind of like down, and the way that it's shaped, it's almost kind of like a anthropomorphized, like it's got like legs and arms and hair almost.
I want to make a point that whenever the girl comes up and asks Bill for the dance, and Keiko says there's no harm in dancing, that's like almost exactly the same line that Shaw said to Keiko at the ball in like season one.
Oh, I missed that.
Like
I thought that
I
there might
like
have been
that parallel.
there was some other parallel there that I had caught, but I can't remember what it was. I know they were talking a bit about like a white picket fence and kids and stuff like that. She was asking him like, oh, whatever happened to those dreams?
Yeah, like settling down.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not on cam today because um, just to explain to folks, uh, my partner is laid up in the recliner, which is in the living room, which is where I usually stream, and it's easier for him right now with his injury. It's less pressure on the hurty parts. Um, so I'm in the bedroom actually, just hanging out on the bed, and it's a bit warmer in here than it is out there. So the laptop is struggling. It has like problems with overheating. All right, so I think I might have skipped ahead to the dancing part, but the next scene is back to the ship, the Monarch ship that is the moving outpost. Uh, Kate and Kentaro have a conversation in her room. He's checking on her, and um, he says, "For 2 years, the job was to get you back, and now you're back." He spent 2 years with his father, basically learning about Monarch and giant monsters and everything, while she was down in Axis Mundi.
Yeah, I kind of liked the story or the character development in that scene too. Like how she was kind of getting jealous that Kentaro had more time with their dad than she did.
Yeah, yeah, I picked up on that, and he seems to be being a little bit more sensitive to the father now.
Yeah.
Kate is upset that they left Shaw behind, and Kentaro's like, it's not as if we wanted to leave him, um, and she wants to go back for him. He says, we've been forbidden. Um, we can't do it. She says, since when have you followed the rules? which is yeah, pretty true, right? Um,
Isn't Kate the older one of the two?
yeah, slightly.
I was gonna say, like, are they almost the exact same age now? Or
That's
is
something I
Kentaro maybe even like slightly older?
see. I wasn't sure exactly which family came first until this episode where they clarified that he was with Caroline first, and then he met Emiko.
Yeah.
Oh, that cooled down fast. Good. Start it back up, and then Hiro Hiroshi goes and visits his his mom, who's now younger than him biologically,
Yeah.
or at least looks it. And she's still in the hospital bed. Get the Apex lady Brenda goes and visits Cora, aka May, in her room, and she's pitching to May, trying to recruit her for Apex, telling her it's on the cusp of figuring out how to live with the Titans, and that and that May can take them over the finish line, and that she can prevent another G day. No more G days, she says. Really trying to lay the guilt on May, and May's
It's just
she
so
doesn't seem to really.
sus. She's so suspect.
Yeah, and May doesn't really seem to be to want to have it, but I don't know. I don't know how much we can trust May yet.
Right.
She might she might be solid. Not sure.
And then after she's talking with Brenda, she like goes out to the like side of the boat, and that's when she and Kate are talking. And I loved that we got a Walter Simmons mention because he was the bad guy trying to misuse the orca in King of the Monsters.
Oh, I missed that. I totally missed that. What was
Yeah,
the
dude.
mention?
I mean, it was just like an offhand remark, like how Brenda's working for Walter Simmons or something like that. I don't remember the exact line. I didn't write it down. I should have, but I loved that. Like I was like, "Ooh, there we go. More consistency, more references to the greater universe. This is great."
And yeah, I apologize for the black screen. I'm bringing things back up now, and for some reason my it's it's not like my phone. Okay, that's annoying. I didn't save it in the history. Okay, Google Chrome's kind of I have to jump through hoops to get things back up. My apologies. Anyway, yeah. So she goes
I
out
wasn't trying to like
to
push it too further.
no, it's all good. Uh, so May goes
It's,
out to the bow.
it's shortly
Oh,
after
good.
that. I mean, like my next note is taking place in the scene where Kate's talking to Tim in there, and he's like talking about how the boat can go so fast, it can go like uh 40 knots, and I was looking it up, and like a knot is 1.150078 miles per hour, so they're going like 45, 46 miles per hour. I didn't look up and see how fast general boats can go, but that is pretty fast.
Hmm.
I thought that his nerdiness about the speed of the boat was adorable.
Yeah, he but first she goes out to the bow of the ship. She has a conversation with with Kate, and Kate's trying to convince May to help them go and rescue Shaw. She tells May, "I'm not leaving without Shaw." And I gotta try to bring up Drive again. I think it probably right to the right folder. This one for the trailer.
I loved him. He's just adorable. He's my favoriteest character. And I love the good scenes that they gave him this episode too, which is like so many people.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Sorry, I'm just scrolling through right now, trying to bring up everything. I got myself back in here. Present screen, share. Why isn't it picking up the tab?
I just heard the cats in my roof.
Cats in the roof. Oh no.
Yeah, whenever it gets cold, there's cats that like to like get inside of my roof, and they do it. They're right over my bed, so sometimes I'll hear them like walking around. Last night they were fighting. Like I heard them howling and screaming at each other.
We have we have a hole in the side of the house up near the roof that we haven't been able to patch yet. It's kind of a difficult spot to get. And when we had them fix the roof, because we had people fix the roof this summer, I guess they missed that spot. And so they get squirrels and pigeons and stuff up there. And up in my brother's apartment, I can like hear them sometimes. I can hear like the pigeons cooing and stuff like, oh my God, it's like Animal Kingdom.
But yeah,
So
this is
May's
where
gonna,
she's talking about not falling for Brenda's BS.
yeah. Oh, that's right. I wanted to show the tattoos. That was something I wanted to show. Uh, so here's the dude's chest tattoo.
Ooh.
And yeah, I'm not really sure what to make of that one. Um, Maybe it's a monster Titan X coming out of the water and the tentacles. Um, and here's the arm. And okay, oh, I can. I can zoom in. Sweet. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to zoom in. Go away.
Right.
One of the things I hate about PCs. Um, but yeah, so see how it almost looks like legs, like how they turned how they made the tentacles almost look like legs and then arm and a head up at the top. So it's almost like anthropomorphized. That was
Yeah,
interesting.
that's cool.
Like maybe it looks maybe it looks different when you see the whole thing, but that's kind of what I'm taking from it.
Probably like some kind of story detail that they're hinting at for later in the season.
Mm. Can I like? I guess it's as full screen as that goes. Gosh, I swear about this thing. It's also a touch screen. Um, all right, and so she convinces May to go and help cover for them and help them escape. So there's May. She's over there by the security monitors, watching the monitors for Kate. And there's Tim. Tim notices her and starts talking with her, and she's got to distract Tim there. All the others are making their escape. And oh yeah, so her her with May with Tim was really funny because like you said, she like she like pushes Tim away and makes it almost seem like she was like being like a little bit flirty and was like asking, "Oh, how fast can this boat go?" And he clearly gets flushed and and ends up walking away after like trying to brag about how fast the ship goes. I'm surprised she was able to get Kentaro to go with her. And
Yeah, I kind of was too.
then there's May going with them. Yeah, I had to go and look back at it. I was like, oh, she was able to get him, but then again, she got her father too, so I guess it makes sense. He's not really going to go without him. There
Yeah.
they are taking off towards Skull Island. I loved these shots here at Skull Island. We
I
get
kind of hated we didn't get to see them going through the storm though. Which I mean,
yeah,
we do get to later, but
we get the mantle claws. They're they're raising their claws at them while they speed by. Another beautiful shot of Skull Island. Then they're traversing through Skull Island and they are hiding from the leaf wings that they spot. And the leaf wing gets zapped by a psycho vulture. And now, so the psycho vultures, I did read the comic that had those in it. And I thought that they were the same. I thought that they just turned them into what do they call them? Warhawks or something. And for the Hollow Earth
oh yeah,
creatures that are a little bit
the
similar.
Warbats.
Is that what they're called? Warbats? Yeah, warbats. Um,
Yeah,
and so I assumed that that was just like the same thing, and they renamed them and changed what they looked like a little bit. Um, but I guess no, they brought the actual psycho vultures in, and and I really dig that they're actually bringing in like more stuff from the comics.
yeah,
As
it's pretty
as we
cool.
as we found out, they've like retconned almost everything from the comics so far. Um, and it's disappointing when you like start buying the comics because you're told that they're canon, and then you find out, oh yeah, they were, but they're not anymore, or they're canon to themselves. And it's like, hey,
Right.
that's not they're canon to themselves. Well, everything's gonna be canon to itself. Come on. But
It's
I
like how
also
the novelizations are soft canon.
yeah, Um, I understand though, and I respect and appreciate it because they need the freedom to be able to do their own thing, and they can't be like completely bound by some of the things that other writers have written, especially if it's a little bit universe breaking. And I think some of the comic book stuff is a little bit universe breaking that isn't quite fitting for the live action universe that we have. Like Shinamura, I think was one of them, right? One of the monsters.
Yeah, I think that's
That
the big old cloud of like the insects or whatever.
Yeah, and it was a great story. But it I don't feel like it felt I don't feel like it fit within the cinematic universe. Here's another shot of the Psycho Vulture, and they're hiding. They think the Psycho Vulture is gonna go for them, but nope, it goes for a giant grub and completely ignores them. I wonder what those grubs turn into, like when they mature.
Dude, yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's a great observation.
Yeah, D-Man was covering the grubs, and I was wondering like, wait, I didn't like I hadn't even thought about it like the first time I was watching it, and but like it's like wait, yeah, what are those things going to grow into? Like, will we see that eventually in the show? Like with the endoswarmers, um we see those turn into the endopedes later on
Yeah.
in the season. Oh, and Dieter's here. Hey, Dieter. I don't know why I thought Dieter was Jen in the chat for some reason. I only looked at it quickly. It's all really small on my screen, and my eyes are not good. I think I need bifocals already. I'm getting to the age
I
where I'm
feel that
taking off
though.
my glasses. I'm getting to the age where I'm taking off my glasses to look at my phone screen too sometimes. So now we're back in the bar. We get a look at his tattoo with the ship and the tentacles coming up around it.
Yeah,
Shot of
that's what I was thinking about.
just the tattoo. Bill is drawing the tattoo. He's getting the feeling these guys don't really want us around here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. This guy right here,
No,
for some reason he looks like he reminds me of the guy from the Hunger Games and Future Man. Do you know
I
who
can
I'm
see
talking
that.
about?
Yeah.
I can't remember the actor's name, but yeah, he looks like him, just like with a different hairstyle. Here she is asking for a dance. He says, "But I'm taken. I'm spoken for." You don't mind, do you? She asks. Keiko says, "Oh no." Then her and then while while Bill's dancing with the island lady, um we have Lee and Kate kind of being a little bit flirty. Not Kate, Keiko. Keiko's asking about the redhead that is in the office. Marlene. Um, I like some of these lines here. Like
Yeah, this is that scene where the what's the harm in a dance is that
yeah, and
parallels from season one.
he mentions something being a battle. I think it was like love or something like that. Keiko asks, "Why does it have to be a battle?" And he says, "Feels like anything worth having always is, right?" And I actually really loved that line.
Yeah, that was a good line.
And this was a fun scene. Uh, they have to uh they have to get by Kong since it's the only way to get to where they're going. And they've got a sleeping Kong that they have to get by. I love that we get these great shots of scale, like just showing how big they are compared to people.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of like a cheap scare for them to try to make it look like Kate was about to get squished when we know she's not. But I guess you're
Yeah,
right about it being just more of a show of scale.
well, no, it was a cheap scare, but I like that it also showed the scale at the same time. Back to the ship. Oh no, that's right. I accidentally jumped ahead. Um, so yeah, here's another shot of the of just like showing how small the humans are compared to Kong, getting an
Yeah.
idea of the size. So you can see them like walking right above him. He looked kind of cute, all sleeping there. Old sleepy Kong. She says, her whole life was a struggle to get people to call her a doctor. She's realizing times have changed a bit.
Dude, I loved this because you get to see Tim just super geek out with Keiko and like
Oh
give
yeah,
literally one of his heroes like a pep talk. He's like talking one of his heroes up, like we wouldn't be here without you. I just loved that. That was so sweet.
yeah. He was totally geeking out, and he's clearly not satisfied with how things have been going at Monarch, and so having Keiko around too, I feel like gives him a lot of hope as well. And I'm wondering too
Yeah,
with how like
definitely.
kind of like how flirty they're getting. If they're gonna get more flirty later on, because let's face it, at this point, Lee Shaw is a bit too old for her biologically. Well, maybe not. Maybe
Yeah, but
she's
think
still
about it
fine with
this
that.
way. Think about it this way. She's only been gone for like 2.5 months from when Bill and her were like a thing. And like, how is she gonna like move on with those feelings and like actually be able to treat our boy Tim right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. Here she's
Also, this is the scene where I called Verdugo so stupid at this scene because this is where she's like, "Hey, wait, roll the tape back," which is funny because we're on digital now, but she like gets Verdugo or whoever to pause it, and you have this big scarab paused on the screen, and Verdugo's like, "Look at what?" And it's like literally in the center of your screen, dude. Like, just
right.
open your eyes and look. Like, jeez. It's right there. No wonder Tim's worried about the future of Monarch.
Yeah. Yeah, so Dr. Rand points out that Kong was smashing these things. Um, and let's see. Oh, yeah, so they're trying to put everything back together. This way they can get Shaw back. And I totally called it, at least this part in the preview breakdown, that that was the helicopter that was crashed there in the scene that we could see
Oh
it.
yeah.
I don't remember seeing him down a helicopter though, at least not there. Oh, and then here we have the Vine Rat. So they're looking for, I think it was a portable generator or something like that, right?
Yeah, they're trying to get the generator so they can power up the machine to like open up the portal. And like this is where the vine rats like kind of chasing them and then they cause a distraction on this side of the wall so they can run down the other side of the wall.
And it just the Vine Rat is just really cool. It's got like
It
small
is.
ears for it's got kind of like small ears for a rat. It's almost like a rat cougar creature. It's definitely got the rat body down.
The Ruger. No, that's a gun.
It's not freezing on me again. Oh, it's doing something else though. Oh, I know. I know what's happening. For some reason, so I figured this out after you were off the last one, I think, after because you left a little bit early. But I didn't have to actually upload more images. I had to scroll down and then it loads the rest of them, or at least it loads more of them.
That's
Here we
funny.
go. Yeah, learning curve. Here's some dealing with the vine rat, and I'm skewering the vine rat with a
Dude, I love that. That was such a
what
cool
is it, a
scene too.
pellet moving
It's like a forklift.
forklift. There you go. Oh yeah, and then I rewound it because I wanted a better shot of the vine rat because I didn't like the shots that I had grabbed before. It almost has like it's got like this ridge down the middle of its back. There's oh yeah, it's like leafy. Then we're back in Access Monday. We got Shaw and yeah, I didn't grab screenshots of him being approached by the bramble boar with the arrow sticking out of its eye from last season.
That might come up later. No, 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 no. You're right. You're right. Because that's right where he pulls out the knife, and I'm like, man, that knife is going to do nothing.
Yeah, Yeah, I missed those screenshots. I do have one of the Brembo board running away in a moment though. There, so it looks like Kate's party is being crashed by Monarch, and it's a lot of flashing around in these scenes right here. Because now they switch to the flashback,
Yes.
and
So
I
at
really
where the
like.
flashback begins, I liked a lot the framing because it's like, they're
Mhm.
waiting for the woman to come guide them. And then you have Bill on one side, Shaw on the other, and you have Keiko in the middle, kind of representing how she's kind of torn between the two, like a Betty and Veronica situation, but gender swapped.
Oh, I missed that.
Beautiful.
I really like this actress here.
Yeah,
Remember,
she's
I show you,
like
you leave.
fun.
She agreed. I'll show you more about the preacher if you leave after, because she is worried for their safety. And so we get
How is there a fossil on the wall like that? That doesn't look
yeah,
like a regular fossil.
yeah, a little, it stretches you know, r- credibility a little bit, but so we got looks like scarabs in the sea. I think we're seeing on the left there, and then on the right we got kind of a story depicting Titan X, and she explains that Titan X brings bounty from the sea. Um,
Paul's
they
ex a
worship it.
god.
Yep, they worship it as a god, the great god of the sea. Bless the waters and bring the bounty of the sea. All right, so Kate decides, screw it, I'm bringing Shaw back, even though they're telling her not to. They have to, was it Verdugo's telling them we have to leave right now, otherwise we're gonna be trapped here because of the storm. And
Yeah.
Kate hits it anyway. Kong doesn't like that too much. Oh, okay. So yeah, here's the Brambleborn running away after the portal opens. And then
I
here
have a
is Titan
problem with
X waking
this.
up.
How is Titan X under all that sediment, like under all those rocks?
Maybe it buried itself.
Okay, I can go with that. I can go with that.
But yeah,
I can
it's
deal
kind of
with
like
that.
it is kind of like why is it there? Why wouldn't it be like in water somewhere? Is there water in Axis Mundi? But I don't know. Have we seen a body of water in Axis Mundi yet? I mean, there might be small ones, but I don't know if
I
there are
think
large
all
bodies
we've
of water
really
we've seen.
seen is just like the woods, like these particular woods too.
So maybe there's no large body of water there. I don't know. Then we got the scarabs running through the woods. Shaw's running for his life, trying to make it to that big metal ball. Titan X is escaping, breaking through. Oh, it's breaking through the rocks still. Now, this was a really cool shot. This was actually really difficult to grab because they only showed it so briefly. I wish they'd
Yeah,
spent a little bit more time on it. But this is probably kind of a complicated shot to make anyway because of all the different things happening in it. I imagine with all the tentacles and stuff that Titan X was a real pain in the butt to animate.
yeah.
And here we get a good look at the backside of Titan X scrambling on land, using its tentacles like feet. Um, Someone mentioned that it has almost like crab-like feet under it too. I think I missed that, but I think I noticed that in the action figure. One of the
So with this
scarabs,
scene,
yeah,
I like why did the scarab wait so long to attack him? Why did it wait for him to actually like directly look at it? Like he's been flying through the air. He fought all the other scarabs that were trying to get him. And then, he's just sitting in there chilling, just waiting to land. And then he turns his head and sees it, and then it attacks him.
Well, the scarab clearly
I was
has,
like,
taste for dramatic effect.
that's what I was thinking. Dramatic tension. Dramatic.
If he gets bitten by the scarab, use Titan X emerging through the portal.
Which is beautiful.
Yep, and then here's Verdugo. And goodbye,
Yup.
Verdugo. Whoop, gone.
Rip in pieces, Verdugo.
Oh, and that was the backside of Titan X again. Heading for the coast. He's still fighting this thing. Oh, that was him stabbing it. Oh yeah, and you can see Kong in the background as Shaw emerges from the hatch. And yeah, Kong's not very happy with all of this.
No, Kong Big Mad.
Yeah, Kong big
No pun
mad.
intended.
Smashes the Titan, what do you call it? The gamma device or whatever it was. The portal device.
Yeah.
And thankfully he doesn't smash the people. He doesn't seem to actually want to try to intentionally kill people.
Just stomping on them in the
Yeah.
first opening shots.
Well, was he stomping on them or was he stomping on the scarabs?
I need to watch it for maybe the sixth time.
D-Man pointed out that if you watch it and you slow it down, you can actually see the scarabs in the scene. They just move so fast that you don't notice it the first time that you watch it.
Yeah. Well, I saw one of them, I think, maybe. Like when he punches down, I saw one, but I didn't see one when he was kicking. So maybe there is one under his feet.
It might not be. He might be smushing people. His the depiction of Kong in this episode reminded me a lot of his depiction in um, Kong Survivor Instinct. Um, I watched a playthrough of that, and does not look like a good game, to be completely honest. I'm sorry to have to say that. Um, but it doesn't look like a very good game. The story itself wasn't even very good. It was kind of disappointing, um, kind of cliche. But it was I got to watch a little bit of MonsterVerse monster action, and yeah, the depiction of Kong in that is a bit more scary. Rampaging, smashing things, people you know not surviving and stuff. A lot of casualties, and we're getting kind of a glimpse of this finally in the MonsterVerse again, because they've kind of been depicting Kong in a softer light since Kong Skull Island. I think that was like the meanest we had seen him before this.
Yeah, he was an angsty teenager. Because Suko's taller than him
Yeah,
in
that's
Skull
right.
Island.
Um, I feel like that was just kind of an oversight, or just them being like, whatever. But yeah, Zuko is
Right.
taller than him, even though Zuko looks a lot less mature than Kong was in Skull Island.
Yeah, but Scar King was also taller than Kong.
Mm.
So maybe it's just a height difference.
Yeah, maybe Kong's just a little bit small for his age.
He was a late bloomer.
And
I was definitely short until like after I graduated high school, and then I hit a big growth spurt like around that time. So
huh,
he was waiting on his growth spurt.
I was the kid with I was one of those kids who got his deep voice early, and I remember being in middle school and having the voice that I have now, except it would squeak a lot more. Um, and I'd answer the phone at home, and people would assume that I'm like one of my parents.
That's fun.
You, are you Mr. No, no, I'm not. Yeah, so they get rescued. They head out from Skull Island. The dude in the helicopters asking where's Verdugo? Where's Verdugo? And Tim just says she's gone.
And he's in
And
shock in that scene too.
yeah, and that's the
I think
last
he's
scene
like
there.
starting to realize that he's going to have responsibilities from here on out, like deeper responsibilities.
Oh, that isn't the last one I got. Yeah, and he's like, that's like his oh shit face. Like, what are we gonna do now? What's Monarch gonna?
Yeah.
Well, like she's the deputy director, so she's not the like top director, but she was the director of that particular segment of Monarch. Now, if you wanna see like a really good breakdown of like the different well, maybe not like thorough, but he breaks it down really well. D-Man was going over like some of the different departments of Monarch.
Oh, we love D-Man here.
Oh yeah, I always promote him when I can. So he's Keiko with Shaw, and he's got blue crap all over his face from the scarab after taking it out. And there's Titan X making for the sea. It's really scrambling. Didn't even try to tango with Kong. And there's Kong chasing
Right.
it away. And he seems to know that they were involved in this happening. And yells at them. He gave him the stink eye too. I didn't get a shot of that, but he gave him the stink eye when he was like running past the helicopter towards the sea while he was chasing Titan X.
You remember that little kid that was like the Sonic fan that was screaming at his phone and he's like, "When will you learn that your actions have consequences?" That's all I
No,
could think about. Oh my
I'm not
gosh, dude,
familiar with
that's one
that.
of the funniest memes. I have to send it to you.
And yeah, that's my last shot there.
So, what would you rate it?
I give it
Like
an
out of 10?
I feel like I give it an 8. I really, really enjoyed
Same.
it.
Me too. It felt like all the best parts of last season, kind of like in a nice little gift package just to start the season. And I do forward through the next few episodes, but I think that they started off with a bang, and it was a banger.
All right.
I think they did
So
good.
those down. Hopefully this will have an easier time now because it's not sharing the screen as well. So we covered the whole episode as far as the recap goes. So yeah, I absolutely loved the episode. I feel like it's going to be difficult for them to top. I know that reviews have come in saying that the show kind of gets a little bit slow at a point. Um, but I also heard that if you enjoyed season one, you are going to love season two. Um, but if you didn't like season one, you're still not going to like season two. And well, I loved season one, especially on rewatch. My first time watching it, um, I loved it until we got to the last episode and well, last episodes, and I got really confused about what Axis Mundi was, and I thought it was like Hollow Earth, and I got frustrated that they were adding in like uh time dilation into the whole Hollow Earth thing, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense within context of the canon. And so that was frustrating for me. But then after I learned, oh, it's not Hollow Earth, it's it's a kind of like a pocket dimension between them, or like some sort of like intermediary like space. Um, then
Yeah,
I appreciated it more, and especially because like I understand now why they had to do it that way. They couldn't use Hollow Earth for because of the time dilation reasons. For one thing, they really wanted to do time dilation so they could have the whole Lee Shaw um storyline going on, all the time hijinks. Um, I actually think now that the whole time dilation thing works well for the show, especially bringing back Keiko and the power vacuum of Verdugo being killed. Um, so now there's power vacuum there, and I think Tim is going to try to get Keiko to like fill that power vacuum, or at least hope that she will. But I don't know if it's going to go that route. But I mean, it could because there are different departments to Monarch, it is still very possible for Keiko to become deputy director of one of the they're not called wings, one of the departments or
like an
whatever.
outpost kind of thing, or
Yeah, I could see her becoming like a deputy director of like that outpost and um the areas that Verdugo was responsible for, some of those things. And I feel like that will
yeah,
bring
because I mean,
Keiko.
there's got to be an explanation on why we haven't seen her in the movies yet. And I mean, this is before King of the Monsters, so anything can happen, really. Um, but with how prevalent and prominent she is in the show, you got to kind of wonder, like, why is she not seen in the movies? You know, and maybe
Yeah,
she's just more of a behind the scenes kind of person, doesn't want all the credit, or at least
fair
only
enough.
wants specific areas of expertise to be under her control.
Yeah, like the science wing or whatever. I could see her
Yeah.
being in charge of like the science and some of that stuff. Uh, I'm wondering. So I do think that the funeral scene is probably going to be for Verdugo. It might not be, but I think if they take out another character, it's not going to be for a bit. Um, so I'm not sure. I feel like we've seen
I mean, like
already.
Occam's razor.
Yeah, I feel like we've already seen most of the content from the trailers. There's a lot of stuff still that we haven't seen,
Right.
but I feel like we've seen at least half of the trailer content by now, um, which is
Right. And
comforting
the
to me because I
clips
don't
and
want to see too
everything.
much. Yeah,
Right. Me
yeah,
either. I'm like, it makes me more excited for where the show is going to go. Because, like, you're going to have Kate being feeling guilty for causing Titan X to get out, which was necessary. They say in season one that you have to have a Titan go through for you to be able to go through. We don't know the consequences of not having one go through yet. Um, so we're going to see that. And we're going to see Tim having to take on more responsibility and, like, maybe even a strain between Kate and Kentaro because she's feeling guilty, or I mean, not guilty, but jealous that he got so much time with Hiroshi when she didn't.
mm,
And,
sorry, I had
like,
a
maybe
thought, but
even a
lost.
little bit of cope. I'm sorry.
I had a thought, but then lost it. Uh,
I'm sorry.
no, 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 it's fine. It's my ADD. Um, but shoot. But yeah, I think Titan X is just really cool Titan so far. I love I've heard mentioned I love that whole like creepy island Lovecraftian vibe that they got going on. I don't think that Titan X is going to be necessarily a completely evil Titan, but I think that like the effects
Right.
for many populations are going to be probably detrimental if Titan X is allowed to just run wild. There are a couple of scenes that we have seen that have not been that were not in the first episode. Like they showed we've seen the scene from flashback on the island. Um, after seems like the scarabs there get riled up. I don't want to give too much away, in case you don't want to go. People here don't want to go and see scenes or anyone on the rewatch. But so and
I
then there
mean,
was another one of Kate on the Outpost ship. You know what's
yeah,
funny?
and like
The brick. Oh, go ahead.
continue. No, I'm
Oh,
not going to lose this thought.
no, my thought was kind of random. The brick wall behind you, it makes me think of Village of the Damned, because little kids could read people's minds, and one of the guys is just like trying to think of a brick wall the whole time so that they can't read his mind, and the brick wall behind you just made me think of that.
Yeah, I'll figure out something to change it to for next time. But in the trailer, like the first trailer we see something crash and destroy the building that they're in, right? Like they go hide in the building and then it's destroyed. That makes me think that Titan X is out of Axis Mundi in the past.
Hmm.
So how do they get Titan X into Axis Mundi to be re-released? That's what I'm waiting to see.
Yeah, and now so we see like later on, Shaw is using some sort of device to like kind of like blast the Titans back into Axis Mundi or whatever. Like he uses it on the Frostmark, and
Ah,
I'm wondering if maybe if that's like a new version of something that they were working on in the past, or if maybe that's just some new tech from that he was able to get his hands on. But I feel like it would make
like an
sense if it's
extension of an old theory. Yeah.
yeah, and so maybe they use like a prototype to get rid of Titan X. And I'm wondering if it was actually like a good thing that they banished Titan X. I'm wondering if maybe like them or the military overreacted, because it doesn't seem like Titan X was a problem until they showed up on the island and interfered. Or at least that's what it seems like so far. Um, we could end up being shown different. I know I was off with a bunch of my predictions when we were covering the trailer. I got some of them
I
right
mean, I
though.
wasn't too far
Yes.
off. I'm pretty proud of myself for that.
Yeah. I really was expecting there to be a time jump with retrieving Shaw. So now I'm
Me
wondering
too.
how those scenes with Godzilla in Japan, um, how that plays out within the timeline and the canon. Um,
Me too.
I
It's
mean, they
got me
still
kind of
could,
like sweating a bit.
yeah, they could still do a time jump, um, but they'd have to do it within some other context.
Yeah.
And I guess
Well, I
like,
mean, Titan X. Continue.
I guess they could just kind of retcon, that Godzilla hadn't appeared, during that time, or somehow gloss over it. But that would be, I know that's gonna annoy some folks, and I guess they could try to
Myself
do
included.
like, yeah, they could go the cover up route and be like, and like try to like cover it up, and that could be why there are all those conspiracy theories and cover up theories, that like Bernie was alluding to.
I could see that. I
I
have
feel,
a theory that could make it work for the
oh,
time jump. So Titan X ran off into the water. We don't know where it went. Maybe it's in hiding for like 2 or 3 or 4 years and comes back out of hiding after the Alpha call. And because Godzilla versus Kong takes place in the year 2024, and then 2019's in 2019. So they've got like, a good little gap they could do and last maybe some time a little bit. They could do that.
hmm. I really do hope that we get to see like a little bit of a King Ghidorah's alpha call and it waking up other Titans. I really would like to see
That would
that
be cool.
in neither this season or next season. So if I'm I don't think that they're going to be covering that this season from where we saw the trailer go though. So maybe they won't do a time jump yet. Um, and they're saving that for next season. I feel like they have to move things along though already within the timeline because we're like they're in like 2000 what 17 right now and
Right.
we're already in 2026. We're going into, I mean, next year we have a new MonsterVerse movie coming out. We know
Not
Apple
only
takes
that, the new Empire took place in the year 2027. So they're literally 10 years behind where the movies are as we
Mhm.
speak, without Supernova having come out yet.
Oh, oh, I didn't even realize that. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Which
feel like they need
also
to.
they're in 1957, which I think that they like. I think they like to do like a 60-year gap because they're in 57 in the past and they're in 2017 in the future.
Hmm. Yeah, so they're gonna have to probably move things along a little bit faster somehow. So there might be a time jump, but maybe not. Maybe they're gonna wanna stay in the timeline that they're in. Maybe they don't want to rush to the newer points. Um, the vibe of the show kind of fits with where they are in MonsterVerse timeline too, and like the kind of like a flavor or vibe
Yes.
of that film. Let's see. I feel like this I feel like the first season it definitely had like kind of like a Godzilla 2014 vibe to it. This one does feel like it's starting to go into like a King of the Monsters type of vibe. Uh, and so I feel like they're matching the films pretty well with the era that they're in. Um, and if they rush it too fast, I don't know. That could cause some issues as far as like drastically changing things, but maybe not. I think it's just going to be weird when they get to like um New Empire territory and we got like Pink Godzilla running around and Kate being like, "Oh my God, my PTSD." Um,
Pink TSD.
Pink TSD? No. Um, but but yeah, but you know what I mean? Like like there are like all these serious vibes to the story, and then we're gonna get to like a New Empire where everything is kind of like Showa era, like the like more like
Kind
goofy
of
Showa era
goofy.
type stuff. Yeah. And uh it'll be it'll be interesting to see how they do it. And they might be able to pull it off really well and show it like from a more serious side. And that I would actually find really cool. Um, I don't
Absolutely.
know. We'll see. They might only make. We'll see how many seasons they get. Hopefully, they get a lot of them. They might only get one more. Hopefully, we get many more. I don't think they've really said how many they want to do. Um, the reviews for this season so far have been good enough that I think that they probably will do a season three. Um, and Apple seems to have a lot of money to throw at their TV shows, but they do take a while to produce them. They put in a
Yeah.
lot of time. So it's gonna be after this season finishes, we're gonna have to wait another like 2 or 3 years for the next season. And that's another one of the reasons why I think that yeah, maybe they do need to move the timeline a little bit faster because by the time the next season comes out, it's gonna be what, 2028? 2020, yeah, probably 2028 or 2029. And we're gonna be in year probably like 2030 or 2030 something for the MonsterVerse timeline.
Yeah.
And if the rumors are
I'm
right, there
wondering
might
how
be
long.
aliens.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we got it's essentially confirmed it's going to be Space Godzilla and Supernova.
Mhm.
So,
I,
like,
I
I mean, that's already one alien.
I feel like if they're going the silly route that they've already been going, yeah, sure, why not throw in Space Godzilla? That's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Um, I feel like we have to shut I have to shut off a good portion of my brain to watch the MonsterVerse films, especially after well, with, like Godzilla versus Kong and Godzilla X Kong New Empire. Uh, I had to like progressively shut off more of my brain to watch the film, but they were still a lot of fun. I know
They
some
were.
Godzilla, yeah, there are some Godzilla fans that really, really don't like them, and there are some problems I've had with like the tone shift and the going a little bit sillier, aiming for the younger generation. But then I also see how people are reacting to it online, especially the younger folks, and they absolutely love it. It's really exciting to see like so many people like loving Godzilla, and especially like young people again watching Godzilla. 'Cause I remember it being really niche when I was growing up, and
Yeah,
MonsterVerse
same.
has really helped with bringing Godzilla to more people, and it makes it really difficult for me to be too hard on MonsterVerse. And I've clearly got my criticisms. Like I've posted a couple of videos with some of my criticisms of MonsterVerse already. Um, but I'm glad for it, and I'm happy that it exists. And I'm really happy that, for what it does for the Godzilla community. It's revived Godzilla. Like, yeah, I know that Shin Godzilla had a lot to do with it too, but if it wasn't for Godzilla 2014, I don't know if we would have gotten Shin Godzilla. And
I don't think they
like
would have.
it might not have been given that chance. And then if we hadn't had Shin Godzilla, we wouldn't have had Godzilla minus one. All these things kind of built off of each other. And I especially love that they've built off of each other from Otto's work and the director from Godzilla versus Hedorah, and it's just really really cool to see the way that things play out and develop, and people pick things up and develop them from each other.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely loved it. And I think the funniest part is that like all these cool new movies are coming out, and all my son wants to do is watch the old ones. He just wants to
That's
watch the Showa
true.
era ones, and then Final Wars we watch like at least once a day whenever he's over with me, which has a lot more
Uh,
language that I remember being in there.
oh, oh yeah, yeah. I think Final Wars did have a little bit of foul language, just a
Yeah, it
little.
was like SOB and damn a lot.
And it's funny because it's a film that seems really made for like a younger audience, and
Right.
I think the Japanese just maybe they didn't realize that we don't usually swear in our kids films here, but hey, whatever, more power to them.
Different cultures.
It's just something I wonder if maybe they should have handled differently in the dubbing, but maybe not. I don't know, because then you're kind of dumbing things down a little bit for the American kids at the same time. I remember my brother tells me my introduction to anime when I was a kid. I don't remember how old was he when I found that. I think it was 1990. Oh my God, yeah, he must have been like 5 or 6 years old. I introduced him to Bio Booster Armor Guyver, the manga video version. Um, this was like the 80s and 90s Gods and Guyver anime series. Super bloody, super gory. It, I remember my dad bought me the first two VHS tapes, and like you'd have to pay like it was like $10, $15 just for one of these VHS tapes for a 20-minute episode. And so it took a while for us to get all of them. And I think for the end of the series, we weren't able to find the VHS tapes. We ended up having to record it off the TV. We lucked out that it ended up on a direct TV, and we were kids, so we just recorded it off of on the VCR right off the TV. Um, but yeah, brutal series, brutal. And like there's no, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but there's just like a lot of brutal stuff in that series. Um and yeah, my brother was like, "Oh my God, at least one of those episodes. Like I think that might have scarred me for life. But he loved it, and he's gone. He's read the manga. I haven't read much of the manga. Um, there was a time when I was reading manga and I started reading it, but I couldn't find some of the issues I needed, and I didn't want to skip ahead. And then it was like years until like I was able to find that, and by then I was, yeah, I don't really sit
Out
down
of
and
it.
do as much reading as I used to. Yeah.
Oh,
Do we have
I
any
think that wraps up my thoughts on it.
yeah, I was gonna ask if we have any closing comments. I know Patrick suggested that we try to keep the lives under or around 2 hours, and that's probably a good idea. Everyone's already pieced out.
Yeah.
I'm wondering,
Yeah,
is there
right.
oh, is there another live that we should be recommending people go to from here? Well, I know no one's on here, so it doesn't probably doesn't matter.
I mean,
Live right
just
now? Let's see.
supporting Screen Invaders and Sci-Fi Vision and Julie B. And I don't remember his name, but has Cheetah.
Have Cheetah will view. Yes.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I liked him.
Oh man, Patrick is awesome. He is such a great guy. And yeah, I kind of failed at promoting today's live, but things have been kind of crazy. At least we did the live, and we have it here for the viewers for next week. And I feel like this one flowed a lot better than our previous lives, so at least we're getting that down. The tech,
Yeah,
still a bit of a struggle. At least this time, the problems were just overheating. And hopefully I won't have that problem next time because I should be out in the living room again next time where it's a bit cooler. Bedroom is a bit more insulated, keeps warm, especially if I've got the door closed like I do right now, try to keep it quiet. But anyway, if you're viewing this at home, thank you so much for joining. As far as things that we have coming up, let's see. On oh, so at some point, I'm appearing on Collect All Monsters. I think Fritter might be appearing with me. I'm still not 100% sure. We're trying to figure that out. Um,
yeah.
and uh, I feel a little bit embarrassed because my collection is kind of pathetic compared to some of these folks. But he said it's not the size of my collection; it's how I use it. Um, wait, was he hitting on me? No, I'm kidding. Oh, and then if he was hitting on me, what would that be saying about? Anyway, but I was trying to make a unit joke, but
Yeah, I got it. You couldn't see me probably, but I was laughing at it.
and then oh, I'm gonna be on. I think it's called the Witch's Brew with Dana Marie. Let me pull it up here. I got invited to be on. I just got the invite today. We're gonna be covering From on the 20th, which I believe is it Monday. No, it's a
It's a
Friday.
Friday.
Oh, well, okay. Uh, so I'll be doing From on Friday the 20th, and that's the last Friday before my leave is up, and it's going to be a big panel on From. On the 15th, Sunday the 15th is Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel with director Jose Prendes, who goes by Master Chaos, and Lady Shasha will be on there, and Bullet Blake, and Crikey, I'm trying to remember the other dude's name. Um, but all really awesome people. I'm not going to be on that one, but I want to promote it because some of my friends are going to be on it, and going to be on another one soon. We just haven't figured out the date for that one. And hey, Lori's here. Hey, Lori, welcome. We're
Hey,
just wrapping
Lori.
things up. Lori has a great channel. Um, she goes well. Obviously, you see, she's Real Cinema Therapy. And I just realized if I drop the link in here, I'm not, oh, well, yeah, people can still see that on the replay. Let me drop her link in here. So Lori was covering Pluribus and Coldwater, and Lori also covered Revival, Walking Dead. Um, she's a deadhead, but not the you know the hippie kind.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been sitting here too long. My back's starting to do the thing, the tense
Oh,
up
I'm
thing.
sorry. Let me just
It's
post
all
this
good.
and we can.
I think we had really good discussion today, though. For real, for real.
Yeah, I think so too.
Even with the technical malfunctions.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, and yeah, we just had another technical malfunction. The StreamYard crashed on the computer. Oh yeah, the internet crapped
Oh
out on the
man.
computer for some reason. At least we're still connected, at least for now. I do have to
Yeah.
get that reconnected again though, so I can actually shut down the stream. Otherwise, it's going to go to a black screen after. Oh, okay, it's reconnected now, I think. Again. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, so we will be back here next week. We have a Discord and we have a fantastic Discord community. Um, Dieter has been doing a fantastic job of helping us run that. Thank you so much, Dieter. Um,
We love
and
Dieter.
it's a great, yeah, it's a great place to chill out and to make friends with other people. We discuss the shows, the movies, and we help connect people with other creators, and we have some little events on the Discord. Um, so if you're interested in that, I don't post the link publicly because I don't want all kinds of randos. Just reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook or X, or TikTok, or reach out to Critter or Dieter, and I think that's all
Yeah.
I've got for right now. I don't know exactly what day next week we will be here. Probably, I think maybe Sunday. I don't know. We'll see what works for everyone's schedule. Um,
Yeah, it
hey,
should
Bill
be a
Chill's
Sunday.
back.
Hey, what's up?
Bill Chill's
Just as we're
awesome.
leaving.
Yeah, Bill Chill comes and hangs out in Lady Shasha's streams too lately. Oh, it's Bill
We
Chill
like
to
Bill
you.
Chill. He's cool.
For a second, I am because my
Oh,
vision is not very good, and I was leaning back. I thought it said Bill Chill Jr., and I was like, wait, is there another Bill Chill, or did he change it? All right. Well, good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us and putting up with our technical mishaps and temporary black screen that we had to talk through and try to describe what we were seeing. You are the only.
yeah.
So you don't have a junior. Okay, well that's good to know. Be really funny if your junior was following you around on live stream chats though. Maybe that will be your little one someday, Critter. Popping into the chat. Hey,
Maybe.
Dad, by the way, I know you're streaming right now, but I need you to pick me up at my friend's.
Oh yeah.
I've seen something like
Like
that in someone.
BRE.
I saw something like that in someone's chat once. It was like a family member was in there and was like, "Oh, hey, just stopping in to say." I can't remember what it was, but it was cute and kind of funny. Oh, you're Trey.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill Chill is a third. I dated a
Oh,
third
that's
once.
cool.
This guy Mike, he was the third in his name as well. Bill Chill, third of his name. All right, well, thank you so much for coming, folks. I love you all. You all are awesome. Um, and have a wonderful night. And I'll see you all. I stopped at that. Oh, it has a different name. Oh, okay. And I'll see you all on Discord.
Peace.
Peace. Oh, the button doesn't want to press. Here we go.